Welcome once again students, and today I am going to explain the criteria for congruency of triangles. In the previous video I had explained that what is the means of congruency, how the two triangles will be congruent. So here certain criteria are given, according to that you will find the congruency in the triangles. First criteria is SAS congruency rule. So SAS means side angle side. SAS, that is going to denote side angle side. So that is called the SAS congruency rule. So two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. According to the SAS congruency rule, two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle. Now I am going to explain the statement with the help of that diagram. I have taken two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. If it is given that in both the triangle, two sides are equal to the corresponding side of the other two triangle, like if suppose that you are given that BC side is equal to, suppose that here it is PQ. If you are given that BC is equal to PQ, and it is also given that AC is equal to QR. You are given that BC equal to PQ and AC equal to QR. So here according to the statement, two sides are equal to the corresponding two sides of the other triangle and included angle of the other triangle also. It means, what is the means of included angles? Included angle means whatever the angle formed by these two sides, here it is the angle C. So that included angle should be equal to in the second triangle, the included angle in those two sides which are equal to the corresponding side in the other triangle. It means if it is given that angle C and angle Q are equal, so both the triangles will be congruent. So what is the criteria? Again I am going to repeat. Two sides should be equal to the corresponding two sides in the other triangle, and the angle that is between those two sides which are going to be equal, the angle should be formed by those two sides. So these two sides are used, so the angle is here. These two sides are used, so angle is here. So if this condition is there, so both the triangles will be congruent. So how you will write the triangle congruence? So here you will write like this: triangle ABC congruent to triangle RPQ. Triangle RPQ. Students, why I have not written like this, triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR? What is the reason why I have not written the name of the triangle PQR? Reason is that the correspondence. Here it is given that BC equal to PQ. Now BC equal to PQ. So BC correspondence should be with PQ. BC is in the last two positions, so PQ is also in the last two position. QR equal to AC. Yeah, AC equal to QR, yeah, RQ. So here you are going to get AC equal to RQ, AC equal to RQ. So correspondence is here also, and here angle C is given equal to angle Q. So angle C is equal to angle Q. So C is in the last, so its correspondence with Q, that is also in the last. So that is going to follow the correspondence. If you are going to search the correspondence here, so according to that BC should be equal to QR, but BC is not equal to QR. BC is equal to PQ. So that is not going to follow the correspondence. So the triangle is same. PQR is same the triangle RPQ, but here according to the correspondence the name should be RPQ. So triangle ABC congruent to triangle RPQ. So if in the question, if you are going to solve any question where you are going to get this condition where two sides are equal to the corresponding two sides in the other triangle and the angle included between these two sides are equal to angle included between the other two sides in the other triangle, then both the triangles will be congruent. So that is the first criteria for the congruency. Now Second is ASA congruency rule. So here ASA means angle side angles, angle side angle. So according to that, two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the other triangle. So here ASA also indicate that there should be two angles and one side. So according to that, here I am going to take the example. Suppose that triangle ABC and triangle PQR are here, and if the two angles, here it is 60 degree, angle B is equal to angle Q. Here you can find angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R, angle C equal to angle R. Here two angles are equal, and included side means both the angles are going to be formed on the side BC. So if both the angles are formed on the side BC, so BC should be equal to that side on which the two angles are formed in the other triangle. It means BC should be equal to QR. BC should be equal to QR. So included angle means included side means the angle which is going to include that side on which both the angles are going to be formed. So if this condition you are going to get in any two triangles, then you can write both the triangles are congruent. So here you can write triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. So here this criteria, it is called the ASA congruency rule. One more is there, AAS congruency rule. According to that, two triangles are congruent if any two pair of angle and one pair of corresponding sides are equal. Here if any two angle and one side is equal, that will be also congruent. So here you can find 80 degree, 50 degree, 80 degree, 50 degree. So here you are going to get angle Q equal to, angle A equal to angle Q, angle A equal to angle Q, 80 degree, angle B equal to angle R, angle B equal to angle R, and one side is equal, that is BC equal to RP, that is BC equal to RP. So both the triangles are congruent. So here you will write triangle ABC congruent to triangle QRP. Why I have not written like ABC congruent to PQR? Reason is that according to the correspondence, A and Q position will be same. A and Q position will be same. B and R position will be same. So B and R position should be same. BC and RP position should be same. So BC and RP position are same. So that's why according to the correspondence, the same triangle will PRQ can be written as QRP according to the correspondence. So students, these are the three criteria which you will apply in the exercise 7.1 to solve the question. So again you need to revise these three criteria for the congruency. First one was SAS, second ASA, and third AAS. So these are the three that will be used in exercise 7.1. So in the next video I will discuss the question given in the exercise 7.1.